If you want to create something special, it comes from breaking rules.
I agree.
People call us crazy.
You have to innovate. You have to do different things.
It's impossible to know until you try as many things as you can try, and you'll be surprised.
And then all of a sudden, inspiration happens.
And sometimes I know what it comes from, and sometimes I don't.
You have to be run by ideas, or else, what am I doing?
You think you're doing what you're born to do?
When I was a little kid, I was playful, curious. I used to live in my mind a lot, and I wouldn't care. I remember I used to do a lot of painting, drawing, ceramics, creative stuff. Then I started growing up, started getting tied up to this set of rules, and little by little I became a boring adult with no clue of what's happening. It's taken me quite an effort to break free of those rules. But I believe we're all creative. The way you dress, music selection, trying new cooking ingredients, how you organize furniture at home, that requires creativity. We all have it, and it's not that hard to access. Let's crack the code. A good place to start is to try something different. See, as you get further along in your career, whatever you do, you may find yourself with a great routine, daily schedule, discipline, a solid practice, and that's great. It is essential to make good work. But that consistency and routine might be less interesting over time. The work that was so exciting at the beginning might start to feel like a boring job, and that's a dangerous place. It is extremely important to change the way you do things constantly to keep whatever you do engaging. If you usually write on a laptop and feel like nothing comes to mind, then take your notebook out for a coffee date and trust me, you'll have 99% more ideas. Your brain works in a different way when you put pen to paper. You ever think why we get good ideas in the shower? Big mystery, right? If you have to take 17 showers a day, do it. Okay, don't. That's bad for the planet. Go back to analog, write a chapter of your book with a typewriter and see what happens. The morning pages is something that I'm doing to shake things up. This is an exercise I learned from Julia Cameron. Basically, 3 pages of writing first thing in the morning about anything and everything that crosses your mind. The goal is not to be productive. You are not writing for an audience, just for yourself, like a journal. It's a form of meditation. The way I do it is a bit different. I use this typewriter and I don't write 3 pages because it takes me hours. But I do try to get everything off my brain. And I leave the pages open throughout the day to write as much as I want when I feel like it. This exercise is making me 99% more creative because it clears my head and sets me in a playful mood throughout the day. If you are creatively stuck, you shouldn't be doing things that are overwhelming. Writing 3 pages is a hell of an exercise and it can be daunting. Keep it light. A few sentences are fine. If you feel like writing more, do it. Build momentum and go from there. The gear you use to write is a matter of personal preference, so use the tools that better suit your workflow. Lately, I'm into analog because analog tools don't compete for your attention, so they're perfect to get lost in your own mind. The typewriter is a mystical experience. It teleports your mind to a different place. It literally feels like traveling back in time. And it's a lot of fun. Being creative is all about that. It's not about being productive, it's not about efficiency, it's about play. I also use notebooks because I can carry a typewriter with me at all times. It'd be weird. I don't want to be the idiot with a typewriter at a coffee shop. Unless... No. Anyways, pen to paper never fails. I have the trustworthy Moleskine in different sizes. This medium size is for extended journaling and writing ideas. A pocket size that I carry with me most of the time, also for when I feel like writing anything. And this invisible notepad by Moft, that's attached to my phone in case I don't have any of my notebooks to write down ideas when I'm out. You'll be surprised, it happens a lot. A good pen, you wouldn't think, but it changes everything. I like rollerball pens because ink slides through the paper, just the right amount of pressure. It feels so nice. And I also have this one, a ballpoint. It was a gift, great gift that I never use. Sorry, because you have to press a little harder and the ink is not as dark. I don't know, to me it's a hell of a difference. Anyways, a good pen, total game changer. One thing I'm trying to rekindle in my life to be more creative and for fun is drawing. But it's been kind of tough because I hadn't done it for years, so I decided to go back to the basics and start from scratch. drawing shapes, traces, doodles, and I've been taking this class Learn to Draw on Skillshare by Mimi Chow, and it's been so much fun because you learn by doing. Brings me back to primary school. For those of you who don't know, Skillshare is the largest online learning community for creatives, with thousands of classes led by industry experts on basically any topic you can think of. Creativity, drawing, writing, illustration, music production, photography, productivity, and many more. I wish I had something like Skillshare for when I was doing my major. A long time ago. It wasn't a thing back then, but it would have been so much easier to learn stuff. One thing I like about Skillshare is the classes curation as a learning path for you to dive deep into a topic of interest. These are the ones I'm currently studying: fictional characters, creative writing, and Adobe After Effects. Ever since I started making videos, I've always wanted to learn animation to make them better, and I have never done it because it's a bit intimidating for me, but it's time to make it happen. If you want to join Skillshare, the first 500 people to use my link in the description will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare. Get started today. Thank you, Skillshare, for sponsoring this video. Start to pay more attention to everything. You need to find time to stop, see, and digest what's in front of you. The simple act of paying attention can take you a long way. Beautiful images, sounds, colors, trees, architecture, food, the best movies, the best music. The world is full of surprises that you can use as inspiration for whatever you're creating. Now, the single habit that will turn you into a creative genius and will transform every single area of your life is reading. If you want to have better ideas, be more creative, be more intelligent, have better conversations, and a more interesting life, read more books. Get into the minds of the greats and steal everything from everyone. That's the secret sauce. When reading, some ideas will resonate with you. If not, you need therapy. You need help. Reading is not enough. Highlight and take notes, write as much as you want. If you can think of memories, stories, write them down. Anything that comes to mind, and trust me, you will never run out of ideas. That's actually how I come up with some of the best ideas for these videos. I personally retain more information when I read physical books, and I'm pretty sure it is because I have to go back to them, like manually go back page by page to find my notes and then transfer into my laptop. I like to do things this way because I am trying to be more selective with the information that I consume, and I think it is a great way to do it. I actually made a video on how to retain more information. In case you're interested, I'll link it down below for you to watch after this. As we grow up, we think we lose our creativity, but that's not the case. What happens to us is we become more self-conscious and we are afraid of looking silly, so we censor our thoughts and actions. Kids don't do that. They are authentic, spontaneous, there is no mask. They do things because there is a genuine interest. That excitement is the heart of creativity, and it tends to be the best signal to know if what you're working on is worth pursuing. If it's energizing, you're on the right path. Follow that energy. Now, when you try something new, and fortunately you look like an idiot, for sure. For us today, I hope this information is useful for your trips. Wow, I was really bad at this. But hey, no one cares, not even your mom. So, why not try? If it's fun, go for it. Think of your work or being creative as an opportunity to play, an opportunity to be a kid again. That playfulness is so important.
You want tea? Tea?
When you work from a place of playfulness, experimentation, with a beginner's mindset, you'll be surprised, but that's how the best work reveals itself. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think of the video. Your feedback is really important. I hope you have a great day, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.